We live in a world awash in information. It bombards us from every direction. Screens flash, news feeds scroll, opinions fly. It's easy to feel swept away in the current of other people's thoughts. Without realizing it, we can find ourselves adrift. We adopt the trends of the moment. We echo the opinions of those around us. But what happens when we take a step back? What do we truly believe? This is the heart of personal philosophy. It's about looking inward instead of outward. It's about examining the core principles that guide our decisions. It's about recognizing that we have a choice. Each of us stands at a crossroads. One path leads to a life defined by external influences. The other path, it leads to a life guided by personal principles. It's about engaging with the world from a place of strength. It's about recognizing the power of our own minds. It's about living a life that is both authentic and fulfilling.
Developing a personal philosophy is not about memorizing ancient texts or becoming a scholar. It's practical and exciting. It's about asking big questions and seeking answers that resonate within us. Understanding what truly matters and aligning our actions with those values. This journey begins with introspection, looking inward and examining our beliefs. Are they truly our own or inherited from upbringing or social circles? Questioning assumptions helps build a unique philosophy. This is not a passive process. It requires active engagement with the world, seeking new information, engaging in discussions, and challenging perspectives, cultivating intellectual curiosity and a willingness to learn. The path to a fulfilling life is not always easy. There will be challenges and obstacles. But with a strong personal philosophy, we can navigate with clarity and purpose.
Imagine setting sail on a vast ocean without a compass or map. The sun might guide you for a time, but what happens when storms cloud the sky? What happens when currents shift beneath you, pulling you off course? Without a clear internal compass, we can find ourselves making decisions based on external pressures. It provides a sense of direction, a beacon to help us navigate the complexities of life's journey.
The consequences of lacking a personal philosophy can be subtle at first. We might experience a nagging sense of dissatisfaction, a feeling that something is missing. Over time, the lack of a guiding philosophy can lead to significant challenges. However, with a strong internal compass, we are better equipped to weather these storms and emerge from difficult times with a renewed sense of purpose.
Developing a personal philosophy provides grounding. It serves as an anchor in a chaotic world. Reminding us of what is important, it helps us stay true to ourselves. This grounding fosters self-awareness. Examining our values deepens our understanding of who we are. We see our strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. This self-awareness empowers aligned choices, leading to fulfillment. A personal philosophy guides decision-making. It provides clarity and direction in difficult choices. Developing a personal philosophy is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey of self-discovery, a process of continual refinement and growth. As we encounter new experiences and navigate the complexities of life, our understanding of ourselves and the world around us will evolve. Approach this with open-mindedness and curiosity. Cultivate inner strength and resilience.
How do we begin to construct this inner citadel, this personal philosophy that will guide us through life? It's tempting to search for a one-size-fits-all answer, a pre-packaged set of beliefs to adopt. But the beauty of philosophy lies in its deeply personal nature. There's no right or wrong answer, no single path to follow. Instead, we start by identifying our core values. What principles are non-negotiable to us? What do we hold most dear? Honesty, compassion, creativity, justice, knowledge. These values, often formed through a lifetime of experiences, serve as the bedrock of our philosophy. From these foundational values, we can begin to explore broader philosophical questions. What is the meaning of life? What is our place in the universe? What constitutes a good and fulfilling life? There are countless schools of thought, from Stoicism to existentialism, each offering unique perspectives on these timeless inquiries. Developing a personal philosophy isn't about finding the right answers. There are no universally accepted truths in philosophy. What matters is engaging in inquiry. It's about exploring ideas and viewpoints. This often involves challenging our beliefs. We must confront biases and consider alternatives. This can be uncomfortable but essential for growth.
Our personal philosophies are not static constructs. They evolve and adapt over time, shaped by our experiences, our relationships, and our interactions with the world around us. Think of it as a blacksmith forging a sword. Each swing of the hammer, each blast of heat, each plunge into the cooling water, all of these shape the metal. Crafting a personal philosophy is a lifelong pursuit. It's not a destination, but rather a journey of self-discovery that unfolds over time. As we navigate the complexities of life, it's essential to engage in regular self-reflection. This might involve journaling, meditation, or simply taking some time each day to quietly contemplate our thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, what values are most important to me? What principles guide my actions? Am I living in alignment with my core beliefs? These questions can serve as guideposts, helping us to stay true to ourselves as we navigate life's twists and turns. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to develop a personal philosophy. The key is to be intentional about the process, to engage with it thoughtfully and authentically. By doing so, we empower ourselves to live lives of purpose, meaning, and integrity.
Technology influences our philosophies through echo chambers. Algorithms feed us information that confirms our biases. This creates an illusion of consensus, making us believe our views are universally shared. Algorithmic bias is harmful for complex philosophical questions. We end up surrounded by like-minded individuals reinforcing our beliefs. This leads to intellectual stagnation and a closed mind to alternative viewpoints. So how can we navigate this complex digital landscape and develop a strong, independent personal philosophy? Cultivate a healthy sense of skepticism. Question everything, especially information that confirms your biases. Verify information from multiple sources, particularly those offering different perspectives. Look for evidence-based arguments and potential biases. Engage with differing perspectives for intellectual growth.
From the moment we're born, we're hardwired to seek connection. We crave belonging, acceptance, and the comfort of knowing we're part of a tribe. However, this drive to conform can challenge our personal philosophy. Peer pressure compels us to act in ways we might not otherwise consider. This can lead us to adopt beliefs and behaviors that clash with our own values. We might conform to societal expectations without realizing it.
Developing a strong personal philosophy requires courage, particularly the courage to dissent. It means being willing to stand apart from the crowd, to question the status quo, and to express our beliefs even when they're unpopular. This can be daunting, especially in a world where conformity is often rewarded and dissent is met with skepticism. True strength lies in the ability to think critically, to form our own opinions, and to stand up for what we believe in. This doesn't mean we need to be confrontational or aggressive in our dissent. Often, the most powerful acts of dissent are quiet and unwavering. It's about staying true to our values, even in small everyday interactions. It's about having the courage to say no when everyone else is saying yes, and to speak up for what we believe in, even when our voice trembles.
Section 4. Finding your tribe. Navigating peer pressure doesn't mean walking alone. Seek out like-minded individuals who share our values. Finding our tribe provides invaluable support. This tribe might be friends, family, mentors, or online communities. Surround ourselves with people who challenge and support us. When we feel seen and valued, we embrace our individuality. Section 1. The lure of absolutism. Religion offers solace, meaning, and belonging. It inspires compassion and generosity, but it can be distorted and weaponized. Fanaticism poses a unique challenge. It thrives on absolutes, offering certainty. This comfort suppresses critical thinking. Maintain our ability to question and think critically.
Section 2. When faith demands dissent. Developing a strong personal philosophy requires us to grapple with the complexities of faith. This often means challenging dogma, questioning interpretations of sacred texts, and engaging in respectful dialogue. This can be a difficult and even painful process. It may require us to confront long-held beliefs and risk alienation from communities that once provided comfort. However, it is in these moments of questioning that our personal philosophies deepen and mature. When we approach our faith with intellectual honesty, we begin to see beyond the confines of dogma. We discover the rich tapestry of interpretations and diverse voices throughout history. This intellectual exploration enriches our understanding of our own faith tradition. It also fosters empathy and respect for those who hold different beliefs. Section 3. Safeguarding the sacred self. One of the most insidious dangers of religious fanaticism is its tendency to erode our sense of self. When we define ourselves solely by our religious identity, we risk losing sight of our inherent worth as individuals. Our thoughts, feelings, and desires become subservient to the dictates of dogma. Developing a strong personal philosophy requires us to cultivate a sense of the sacred self. This doesn't mean rejecting our faith or abandoning the communities that provide meaning and support. Rather, it means recognizing that our relationship with the divine is deeply personal. It means honoring the inherent dignity of every human being, regardless of their beliefs. Approach religious differences with humility, respect, and a willingness to listen and learn.
Section 1. The Crisis of Conscience. We exist not in isolation, but as integral threads woven into the vast tapestry of life. Our actions, no matter how small, ripple outward, impacting the world around us. Environmental and societal pressures can weigh heavily on our consciences, challenging our personal philosophies. These pressures can manifest in various forms, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and uncertain. This sense of unease can be a catalyst for growth, prompting us to examine our values. The crisis of conscience arises when the realities of the world clash with the principles we hold dear. It's the dissonance we feel when our lifestyles contribute to the very problems that trouble us. This internal conflict can be a powerful motivator, pushing us to bridge the gap between our ideals and our actions. Embrace this discomfort as an opportunity for growth. Section 2. When systems clash with values. Often the environmental and societal pressures we face stem from systems that prioritize profit over people. We may find ourselves caught in a web of complicity, our daily choices upholding systems that contradict our values. This can lead to a sense of moral fatigue and powerlessness. It's essential to remember that these systems are human creations, designed and maintained by choices made. Challenging these systems, demanding accountability, and advocating for change are expressions of our deepest values. This doesn't mean we need to dedicate our lives to activism. Every act of conscience, no matter how small, contributes to positive change. It might be choosing sustainable products or supporting ethical businesses. It might be donating to organizations working on social and environmental justice. Use your voice to advocate for policies that reflect your values. Section 3. The courage to act. Living in alignment with our personal philosophies requires courage. It means confronting uncomfortable truths and challenging the status quo. It means speaking truth to power, even when our voices tremble. This courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. It's the recognition that our actions have consequences. It's the understanding that we are active participants with the power to shape the future. The courage to act stems from the depth of our convictions. When we connect with our core values, we discover a reservoir of strength. Together, through collective action, we can create a world that reflects the best of who we are. In the whirlwind of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of our inner compass. We get swept away by deadlines, obligations, and the constant barrage of information. But maintaining a vibrant personal philosophy requires us to carve out space for introspection. Think of it like tending a garden. Without regular care and attention, weeds will sprout, choking out the delicate blooms. Our minds are much the same. Without dedicated time for reflection, our thoughts become cluttered with the noise of the world. Journaling can be a powerful tool for introspection. The simple act of putting pen to paper can be incredibly clarifying. Don't worry about grammar or eloquence. Just write whatever comes to mind. Explore your values, your doubts, your aspirations. Reflect on your experiences and identify the lessons you've learned. Maintaining a strong personal philosophy isn't about retreating into an ivory tower. It's not about creating an impenetrable bubble where our beliefs remain unchallenged. A vibrant philosophy thrives on engagement with the world. In today's interconnected world, we're bombarded with information from every direction. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of it all. But to truly engage with the world critically, we need to be discerning about the information we allow into our minds. Seek out sources that challenge your assumptions and present different viewpoints. Don't be afraid to engage in respectful debate with those who hold different opinions. Listen attentively, ask clarifying questions, and strive to understand the reasoning behind their beliefs. Section 3. Finding kindred spirits. The journey of developing and maintaining a personal philosophy can feel like a solitary pursuit. We might find ourselves questioning our beliefs and wrestling with complex ideas, but it's important to remember that we're not alone. Throughout history, philosophers and everyday individuals have engaged in these same timeless inquiries. Seeking out like-minded individuals can provide invaluable support on our journey. Join book clubs or discussion groups focused on philosophy, ethics, or current events. Attend lectures or workshops led by thinkers you admire. Finding kindred spirits isn't about surrounding yourself with people who agree with you on everything. Some of the most enriching relationships come from engaging with those who hold different viewpoints. The key is to find individuals who are open-minded, respectful, and intellectually curious. Section 4. Embrace the journey. Maintaining a personal philosophy is a lifelong endeavor. It's not a destination we reach, but rather a journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. Be patient with yourself. There will be times when your beliefs are shaken. Embrace these moments of uncertainty. They are opportunities for profound growth. Just as a tree's roots grow deeper through storms, so do our personal philosophies become more resilient. Embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. Allow yourself the freedom to evolve and refine your beliefs. The ultimate goal is to cultivate a way of being in the world that is grounded in your values and open to infinite possibilities.
Aligning actions with values. Philosophical integrity is not just a lecture hall concept. It's about living our philosophy in every choice we make, every action we take, ensuring our daily lives reflect the core values we espouse. This alignment is the essence of authenticity, a life lived with purpose. Think of it like building a house. Our philosophy is the blueprint. The true test lies in the materials we use and the care we take. Every decision must align with the blueprint to create a cohesive structure. Living with philosophical integrity is not always easy. It requires constant vigilance and the courage to course correct. We will stumble and make choices that contradict our values. These moments are opportunities for learning and growth. The true power of integrity lies in the ripple effect it creates. When we align with our values, we inspire others. Imagine a world where everyone strives to live in alignment with their core values. This is the transformative potential of philosophical integrity.
History is replete with individuals who have left an indelible mark on the world. Consider Nelson Mandela, who endured decades of imprisonment to dismantle apartheid, or Mother Teresa, who dedicated her life to serving the poorest in Calcutta. Their philosophies inspire us to extend kindness and care to the most vulnerable. While the grand narratives of historical figures inspire, philosophical success isn't limited to icons and revolutionaries. Every day, countless individuals embody their principles, making choices that reflect their values. Consider the teacher who ignites a love of learning, empowering students to reach their potential. Or the entrepreneur who builds a business, prioritizing environmental responsibility and social good. Think of the single parent who instills resilience, hard work, and empathy in their children. These everyday philosophers may not make headlines, but their impact is profound. We've journeyed through the complexities of crafting a personal philosophy. External forces can knock us off course. Peer pressure and societal norms challenge our commitment, but a life guided by principle is worth living. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about asking the right questions. Align actions with values, even when difficult. It's a compass guiding us through life's storms, a flame illuminating the path to fulfillment. Let your values guide you. The world needs your unique voice. Step into your truth. The world awaits your impact.